like an aeroplane. It takes you over and over again. My love is just like an aeroplane. It brings you closer to what you wanted. This is what I wanted to. Love is just like the ocean. It draws you closer and closer to me. My love is just like the ocean. It pulls you further from the...
Now I'm here where Huntington Lake Road splits off up to Huntington Lake. I was just taking a little bit of a left detour there. That's Stump Springs Road. Now, according to the maps I was looking at online, it shows that Stump Springs Road is closed, but as you can see, the gate is open, and there are some really cool open free camp spots down there. So that's good to know. I'm not heading that way. We're going up to Huntington Lake. Right here is the turnoff for Mushroom Rock. A really cool scenic overlook. And here we are coming up to our first turnoff. Lakeview Cottages and Camp Keola, 1 mile here on Huntington Lodge Road. Here at the Huntington Lake Marina Restaurant Resort. Earlier we drove through where they have about a dozen small rustic cabins, one of which, number 11, I used to live in during the summers for about 4-5 seasons, and I love it up here. This is like a second home, a home away from home, a summer retreat getaway, not just for me, but for a lot of people. All the cabins around here you see, most of them have been up here for 100 years, 80 years. All this is Forest Service land, so you don't own the land, but you do get, I think they were doing like 99-year leases or something like that. As you can see, the water's a little bit low. Now, I was talking to a buddy of mine, a former co-worker up here, and I was asking him if he's working up here this summer. He said, yes, he's coming up on Friday, which, if I do my math right, is probably the day this video is posting. And which means they're coming up here to open up very soon. It looks like a lot of the hard work of the opening up has already been done, because when you're up here during the winter, this whole place is locked down, boarded up, because it gets thick with snow. And as far as I know, like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago, it snowed up here. No signs of that anywhere. And that sun is warm. I know what it feels like up here. Granted, it's always 30 degrees cooler up here than the valley. But when the sun is hot at this time in the morning, you know it's gonna be a scorcher down there in the valley. I have to say, I'm about to fly the drone, and I'm a little bit trepidatious, because the last time I flew this lake was with my Mavic Mini, and it crashed into the lake. Did a nice old nosedive right down over there, right by the cove, over there by the campgrounds. All right, so the Huntington Lake Marina Restaurant Resort is down here at the west end, the far end of the lake. If you're coming up the 168 all the way, unlike I did, I came up the back way through Big Creek, you're gonna come in on the east side of the lake. And a lot of people never make it past the east side of the lake. And it's quite a shame. But also, I kind of like that, because west side of the lake, sometimes you feel like you have the whole lake to yourself, especially like today. Season has not really opened up at Huntington Lake yet, especially on the west side here. Some of the cabins are still shuttered up, but it is so beautiful over here. Cool little island. Well, we're gonna head over to the east side of the lake toward Lakeshore. Popping in here to Lower Billy Creek Campground. This is one of my favorite campgrounds because it's right near the marina. It looks like it's open. I am going to see about getting a spot tonight then. I really like this campground. They have a good cell connection here. Wonder if the camp host is here and it's the same guy as last year. Always nice to make friends with the camp hosts. So I just passed Bear Creek picnic site. It is not open. It was not open last year either, but that didn't stop people from using it. And we're just on the east side of the lake now, making our way into some campgrounds here. Here's the Deer Creek campground to my right. Upper Deer Creek to the left does not look like it's open. Deer Creek is definitely open. And we're just coming up on Lakeshore, general store, restaurant, bar, cabins, and we'll see what's open. I have to say, last time I was here, it was surrounded by ATF, sheriffs, marshals, the gambit of law enforcement officials, and they shut this place down. I don't think it's open right now. I don't know if it's gonna be open this season or not. I don't know what happened. Probably some kind of, you know, simple thing like permits or taxes, you know, gone sideways. Things like that tend to happen up here in the mountains. But I'm just gonna kind of walk around the area. Last time I was here in the big old Marina parking lot down here was where they had the campground check-in area. So I'm gonna see if that's still around, and I don't know, maybe somebody around here knows what's going on. Well, this is super awesome beyond super awesome. I just got myself a campsite over at College Campground. Unfortunately, Billy Creek was all filled up. I mean, that's one of the best because you're staying right on the water, as you saw when we drove through. Now, I had a nice conversation with the lady in there. She said she's very happy, as we all are, that these campgrounds are open and that a lot of the facilities are here. I asked her about Lakeshore, and as far as she knows, it's not opening or open. Hey! What's happening? I'm just filming myself driving around.
Yeah, how are you? Cool.
Well, that was awesome. The old campground host from Lower Billy there recognized me. Well, recognized my van. Pretty noticeable up here. People know me. I've been up in these parts for a long time now. And I just had a nice little conversation. He's going to be working over at Rancheria Campground, which is opening up this year. They had it closed last year and maybe the year before because they've been doing some remodeling work, cutting down trees, clearing up areas, and supposedly it's going to be opening up sooner than later. I am now heading over toward the College Campground on the east side of the lake.